Just a few minutes from the Civic Center, you'll want to visit the world-famous Elitch Gardens, founded in 1882 by John and Mary Elitch, who came to Denver searching for a site for their dream home. Eventually, their 16-acre plot was transformed into an amusement center, as we'll see in a moment. But the magnificently landscaped gardens continue to be the main attraction at what is now 36 acres of flowers and fun under the sun.
I actually didn't know any of that. Did you know any of that?
Of course, I mean, who didn't know that?
That it was somebody's property first? I didn't know that.
No, I did not know my history of Elitch Gardens. It's very lovely, though. I like that the flower garden was the main attraction.
Do people go there? I've lived here for 2 years. I don't.
Oh, this is what they're
person
talking
there.
about. What they're talking about is the old Elitch Gardens, which
Oh,
is up by
yeah.
the Tennyson district,
That's right.
which
It
used to
is,
be
yeah.
awesome.
So
the
actual
new one
gardens?
the new one is like weird and soulless, and no, nobody goes there.
Are you talking about the giant one that takes up downtown? Like, they're the only city in the world that has an amusement park downtown.
The Six Flags, yeah.
It's really, it's really the lamest thing about Denver, for being
Actually
honest.
crazy.
Yeah. Welcome in, everybody, to the DNBA show, Monday edition, presented by Manscaped.
Your balls, well, thank you.
They'll double thank you. One for each ball.
Each one, yeah.
If you use DNVR,
One at a time, same
one
time.
at a same time, like a chorus of things. If you use the promo code DNVR20, which is right up here in the box, if I'm pointing correctly, you save 20% off, you get free shipping, and also you help us in one of the best ways you can help us, shaving your balls. I am, of course, your host, Adam Mares, and I'm joined by my esteemed colleague, as always, the man bringing the energy. You guys are waiting to see who that is.
Yeah! What if I didn't have any energy? I'd feel
I was
really
gonna say.
In fact, I think you prompted that energy.
I accepted you. Did you guys see what I just did where I tricked him? That was incredible work.
Unbelievable.
And then, of course, in the classy shirt, although it almost looks like it's like staticky.
How
like
it would look on TV.
It's
Yeah.
actually a great look. You look like, you look good.
Thanks. So I guess I'm off the hook for the energy, right? That's Eric. So I'm just gonna
That's
play
correct.
it.
You don't need the
Play it
energy
cool.
today.
Sick.
Also, we have to shout out to hair because we're big on hair here, and your hair today is just doing a
thank
complete
you.
like Waikiki Beach thing.
Oh, it is. Yeah, the white sands.
No product at all. Just a lot of prayer.
Oh, wow.
I feel a little threatened, not gonna lie.
Yeah, I'm
coming
coming for your throat.
He's coming for your
I
title.
feel a little threatened.
I want to be the flower shirt and hair guy. So
I should
here
have
it
said
comes.
below me, it's the man with the wind in his hair, Brendan Vogt.
No.
And then it would have really got it. But instead, the Peloton master, but the Peloton Prince, Harrison Wind.
Peloton Prince.
I don't have much on this show, but I need the title of Best Flow. Absolutely need it.
So,
I don't know if I can continue if I don't have that.
guys, we have a total Monday show for you. I'm not going to lie. It's going to be incredible.
If you can't tell by the first 3 minutes, we are stretching.
We're stretching. We've been stretching for 4 months, but we are really stretching today. I would say that we are more flexible than ever, and we're going to continue to get more flexible.
I do have to say, I feel like some of our best shows come when we have to get a little flexible.
Backs against the wall. Come
Yeah.
out swinging.
Definitely where we are right now.
Nothing to lose.
Nothing to lose at all.
Or to talk about.
Really nothing to gain either, to be honest. We are going to start, though, today by doing the best thing you can do as an NBA pundit and writer, and that is talk about power rankings.
Yes.
Yeah.
Highbrow stuff.
Let's go.
Yeah, let's see what goes
Are
on.
the Nuggets number one?
Yeah.
After the break, Brendan. After the break.
Oh, sorry.
Honestly, power rankings are my favorite thing to hate because they really are the dumbest thing, and people really do get so mad. And ESPN over the weekend released their first power ranking now of the of this bubble, and the Denver Nuggets came in. Wait, where's my drum roll?
Let me guess.
Yeah, take a
Number one. 1A.
Eighth.
They came in 8th. That is correct.
Yes.
I'm gonna bury the lead here. I'm gonna bury the lead. That's where they belong. I can't believe that, that we have a power rankings that I can't even be upset about. It's absolutely revolting. Let me read these in order from you. Number 1, the Milwaukee Bucks.
Yeah, no one can argue.
Seems
Okay.
fair. Seems very fair. They have a phenomenal 53-12 record. Actually,
We beat them twice, just for the record. Anyway, go ahead.
But Chris Middleton did not shoot a basketball for 2 months.
Oh, he's rusty. I love it. A lot of players said that though. I think it's kind of true. But 53-12. Can we just talk about how awesome that is that the Bucks only lost 12 times? I mean, I can't wait for the season the Nuggets have where it's like you go through a whole season, you're like, those 12 losses were tough. The 58 wins are cool though.
It's like if you're just like a Bucks commentator, you're just like picking apart the team, and then you gotta look yourself in the mirror and be like, what are we doing here?
Yeah.
We got 12 losses.
I know.
Like what's the point?
Well, I'm pretty
Because
certain
the
that
Nuggets are a really good team, and I think they lost to the Cavs 12 times. Like that's not a lot. That's an.
although I'm
12
fairly
is pretty
certain
impressive.
the Bucks had won their last game. Like they were gonna, however many games were left, they were gonna lose the rest of them. So what is that? 65. So they had close to 20 more losses coming on that.
Scroll on down because number 2. Here's where ESPN makes all their money. I mean, ESPN, they're so clever over there. Number 2, the Clippers. Shocking twist.
Wow.
Now, let's be honest here. ESPN knows exactly what they're doing. It's like, all right, should we put the Lakers 2 because they're clearly the top of the West? No, let's put them 3 so everybody quote tweets this column, and we get and it worked beautifully. I mean, look at this. The Clippers at 2. Is this as silly as I think it is? I mean, are you guys with me?
Yeah, no, this is
I have the Clippers number 2 on my personal power ranking as well. So.
Wind has them taking the title all year long, man.
Yeah,
been
that's
his
true.
Since the jump.
So here's what's funny. I agree. I actually have the Clippers. I think they're going to win it as well. If I had a gun to my head, that's my pick.
Wait a minute.
But power ranking isn't like who you think is. A power ranking is like what's going on, the recency, this or that. And like, come on, the Clippers were not as good as the Lakers all year. So
I think
I have said this before. The Clippers are the best team in the league, obviously. They're clearly the best team in the league when they're fully healthy. They've like shown that this year. So isn't the thinking now after the layoff that everybody is healthy?
I mean, maybe. I love that you say clearly the best team. Like,
Yeah,
clearly?
I object to that. I don't know.
my
Is it
favorite,
clear?
one of my favorite Onion articles of all time. It was when they had a sports section. It said, "The win in the Super Bowl this weekend vaults the New York Giants into 5th on the power rankings."
That is a great one.
I remember that Super Bowl, and 5th sounds about right.
That's so great. If the Nuggets win it, they definitely will be
absolutely.
no higher than 6th in the power rankings. All right, let's scroll on down. No shocker. You're not going to. You get the Lakers fans by putting them behind the Clippers, but you can't.
Wait a minute. Let's get mad though. Let's find at least one team that we feel outraged is in front of us.
Man,
What
is that
happens
really-
if Dwight Howard opts out of Orlando?
Is that really the key question?
What does happen?
Did you guys see today? Boogie put out something like another Boogie bomb. ...
Yeah.
Oh,
And
God.
like now people are speculating maybe that's what it is. He's going to break
Oh,
that story.
God. What a nightmare. You want to talk about a true asterisk. It's just like teams are created at the bubble. They have no. And then, well, let's scroll that. Who else?
Well, hold on. First, I have to make this point that somebody wrote in here, Clippers winning it all. But the more important note is that I read this as Juancho Hernan-Gomez, and I got a little excited that he was on the show for a second. Anyway, I'm excited.
He watches actually. He actually told me he watches. So.
No, yeah. He
Yeah,
told me
he
to.
watches.
He wants to be on. I told him not yet. All right, scroll on down. Let's see who else is on this
Let's see
list.
here. Okay, Stephen A. Smith is ahead of us. I'm not
Okay,
into
yeah,
that.
Stephen A. Smith.
Stephen A. Smith probably number 3 on my personal power ranking.
Raptors.
They
All right, so all right, I don't know what to do with the Raptors because I think they're an extremely good team. I think they're extremely well coached. But when it comes to the title, I do the who are your best 2 players thing.
Yeah.
Are we sure the Raptors are really a title team without Kawhi? Is this like a big market energy take from my end? Am I being dismissive of a good team here?
The Raptors
Yes,
they went
because
to the ball.
Raptors are kind of like the Nuggets of the East right now. It's like either the Pacers or the Raptors.
Dude, the Raptors went to the ball,
Dope
and
one.
then they had to quickly run away. Their glass slipper fell off, and then they're turned right back into who exactly they
I mean,
were
they're really, really
right
good.
before getting Kawhi.
They're-
Like they're just
you
like
know
that
what?
team that's like perennially just on the outside. Like they're exactly who they were before they got Kawhi.
False. This is so not true. You know what? You just you guys saying all this, your big market energy over here vote, and then Eric, you're dismissive of these talented, like basketball is not a team sport. They are now my team, the Raptors.
All right,
I'm the Raptors
cool,
in
man.
the East.
All right.
You're gonna enjoy it.
Have fun in Jurassic
you
Park,
can
bro.
easily talk yourself into the Raptors. They have arguably the best coach in the league,
Great.
2
Strong agree.
All-Stars, arguably the best perimeter defender in the league at OG Anunoby, a deep bench, A lot of good chemistry.
Just missing that one
they're
piece.
already in Orlando.
Is their best player is their best player Pascal Siakam or Kyle Lowry?
It's Pascal Siakam.
Is he a top 10 player?
No.
They're not winning titles.
I'd say right outside the top 10, but he's an all-star.
You and me vote.
Hold on a second. Do we not remember the 2014 Spurs? Who was their best player?
That's such an outlier example.
Maybe
that was like 7 of the 50 best players in the league.
Their best player was Tim Duncan.
At the peak of their powers.
Tim Duncan, as good as he was not like a top 10 player at that point, or at least a fringe top 10 player at his best.
I mean, look, man, sure, I will just feel
old.
confident slotting the Raptors a little bit below the 2000.
Well, let's go on. Let's see if they're ahead of anybody else. Let's
We've
scroll
got
a little
it.
bit down and see who's spot. The Houston Rockets.
Boo.
So this is an interesting one, right? Because the Rockets are worse than the Nuggets in the record and everything else. But
They don't have any big men anymore. I mean, I'm going to feel as though just not whole if we never square up against the Rockets after all of this discussion about the way that they've been constructed and how it should favor the GD Nuggets. Although we'll play them on the waxes, I'm sure. But all the same, I'm angry.
yeah. I'm not angry about this. First of all, I can't be angry at the power rankings for any type, but I don't know. Houston, I would rather
impeachable.
Denver be the underdog to Houston, even if it's like a 2-7 matchup. I would still rather Denver be the underdog. So,
Even though just because it just feels better. It just feels like better to be the underdog going into it, like nipping at the. You don't want to lose to them if you're higher seeded.
Yeah, exactly.
You should want the built-in, like, well, they were higher seeded.
I want to hear the comments. Are you guys upset with the Rockets being 5? I'm just not. I'm just not upset by it.
I just don't get what the fascination is with Houston, to be honest. I like
very marketable stars. No,
James Harden and Russell Westbrook. Yeah, I mean, like,
yeah.
It's cool and all. I don't know. I just don't buy it. All
right. Well, so we only got one person who said
I
they're
feel like
not buying them.
I feel like the Rockets window is closed, but
That's
it would be very Rockets to like.
It turns out it was
finally win
never
now.
open in the first place.
That's true.
It turns out no window existed.
Oh, this is painful. All right, let's scroll on down. So Rockets so
What do we
far
got
maybe
here?
one controversial ahead of us. Ooh, the Celtics.
The Celtics
All right.
did beat us
The
pretty
East,
handily.
you can talk yourself into a team coming out of the East, right? Like a Boston
Yeah,
or
that's true.
Toronto,
That's a good
lot
point.
more easily than a
That's a great point.
non-LA team out west. So
Yes, absolutely. Tries to back down Slim Jokic.
Back down.
I feel similarly to Toronto, though. I feel like this is a team that's going to be a hard out, but I'd be very surprised if this team win the title, man. I mean, winning the title, it is so hard to do, and I just don't know if either of these teams have the top one and two guys. I feel very sports radio right now, just dismissing power rankings because of who someone's best player is. But
Yeah.
Yeah. The other thing about the Celtics is that Gordon Hayward is expecting a child in September. I mean, NBA players, they plan on having kids in the offseason. And he has said that if the Celtics are still in it, he's out. He's going home. He's leaving the bubble at that point. So at best, he's going to be there through, 2 rounds of the playoffs, and then he's gone for the conference finals. You can be high on the Celtics, you can be low on Gordon Hayward, but he's still an important piece. I mean, that would be, at worst, like Denver losing Barton or Millsap or something. That's a big piece of their team. So
Here's a real question: has Gordon Hayward played a game for the Celtics? Has he?
Dude, Gordon Hayward
Did he just show up and
was
break his
sneaky good
ankle?
this season.
Was he?
He really was. He's 17 points, 6 rebounds, 4 assists per game, 50% from the field, 40% from 3. So
How many games is that?
He played 45. He played in 45 games.
I see.
So I mean, this was not an all-star, but this was a guy who was a lot closer to what he once was than people might remember.
if you guys
Who
were the
cares? He's going
Celtics,
home.
and this works, I guess, maybe even in part just translating it to the Nuggets, but if you were the Celtics, it's not how do you feel about Gordon Hayward, because of course he has the right to leave and see his child be born. I mean, nobody can fault him for that. But I'm saying, is it weird that you would have a player for a portion but not all of it? Like, would you rather, if we had Millsap for part of the season but not the rest, would you rather just not have him? Don't you think it's a little weird how you have to
Yeah.
prepare
It
for
is a
both
little
having him
Yeah,
and not
it's
having
weird,
him?
but everything's so weird. It's
Yeah,
like,
what's
it's
the
so
difference?
weird, but it's not like even the 30th weirdest thing that's happened.
I guess that's true.
That is true.
I guess that's true.
Such a great point. All right, let's scroll on down. What's the final team ahead of our Denver Nuggets here?
I want to get
my God!
Let's get angry.
Okay, you know what I
Oh boy!
Ridiculous.
I feel like this is a personal. Yeah, look at this. I
This
feel
is a
the
personal
exact same. Hey,
affront.
what's up, Nemanja? How's it going? Yeah, I don't. Again, they have two guys that are considered these like elite talents in Simmons and Embiid, right? And I don't know. This one does upset me because I kind of just don't like the 76ers, but it doesn't upset me from I guess they are about the same as Denver. So
To Adam's point, if these power rankings are like a product of what has happened up to an extent this season, there's no way Philly should be in the top 10. They were awful this season.
Yeah,
they were terrible.
They have the aggregate talent, though, and I think you can look at this team and talk yourself into they're built to play Red Rover with Giannis. They're big, they're hard to score on, and
I hope Giannis
when there's
just
that much
smacks
talent
him.
and you're in the playoffs, you've got a shot. But I'm with you. I mean, it seems
Send Giannis
like
right
Philly's
over.
been given a benefit of the doubt all year that other teams, maybe like this one in Denver, wouldn't get.
yeah.
How does
even
Al
the doubt.
Horford fit in? That question has been asked once a week on every 76ers podcast and every Philadelphia radio station for the whole season.
So scroll down. I want to see what it says about the Nuggets. Let's
Hold
find
on
out.
1 second. Okay, fine,
Okay.
go for it. We're fine. We're done talking about the Philly. This isn't a 76.
Well, I just want to
pod.
compare.
Oh,
So,
one more commercial.
so they
Boom.
have 4 more losses than we do. The GD. Oh, now I'm
Yeah.
angry.
Yeah, exactly. This is the thing is the Nuggets win and everyone's like, yeah, but it's not real. They're kind of playing the best they could possibly ever be. And then like any other team, Houston, Philadelphia, whatever, they never perform at their best. They're like, yeah, but we know they have a better version of themselves in there. So that's the one thing. But again, it's power rankings. You can't get too upset. I'm getting upset about
can.
power rankings. It's ridiculous.
I used to.
Yeah.
Did you have a point in your life? I had a point in my life where I would sit down at my desk every day, open up ESPN, check the power rankings at the beginning of the week, and then get angry. Usually with football, and just be like, "Oh,
Yeah.
put the Cowboys ahead of us."
I just always knew power rankings were bullshit, so I just never.
I know,
read them.
but it's just something to trouble your mind with, and it's
So
also
that was Sorry, Eric. Go.
Oh, go ahead.
That was a good point in the comments. I was just going to say a couple of good points there. The 76ers are 29-2 at home, 10-24
They're
away from
29-2 at home. Wow.
and 10-24 away, and they're going to an environment in which it's all on neutral court. So projecting Philly, good luck.
Who could not be mad about these power rankings? Why'd you bring this up?
Go back to it real quick, guy, because I want to see it. Maybe we'll feel good about the teams that Denver is ahead of on this list. So let's
let's
scroll
find out.
down.
Let's
see
see.
who's number
Every
9.
other team.
Ooh, the Miami Heat. Yeah, I guess that's.
I got to tell you guys, I got a little swept away with DraftKings, and I bet that initial game against the Heat, and then I got a free $25 bet, and I also put it on Nuggets to beat the Heat. So if the Nuggets lose to the Heat, I'm going to be real sad.
I hope I'm wrong, or else D-Line might be looking for a second job or a third job.
Yeah,
Let's scroll
third,
one
fourth,
more down.
fifth
Let's
job.
round out the top 10 just for. Oh, look at that. The Dallas Mavericks. Wow, the list kind of falls off here.
Where's Utah on this list?
20 is Utah.
I guess this is something to feel good about. There they are, 11.
There they are.
I guess that is about right. I don't know, guys. Let's be honest. We have no idea what this power rankings are always done. But
Will the Jazz make it to Disney World? Will they actually go? Will they go?
Who knows? All right,
More
let's
things
take a
to
break. When we
consider.
come back on the other side, I do have a fun question I haven't even told these guys about yet.
Oh,
then we're going to
no.
talk about what items we would bring into the bubble. Of course, players are going to be locked in their room for 2 days. What would you do to not go crazy? And then later on, we might go see what's happening online these days. I don't know. But first, Mr. Wynn.
Well, it was July 4th this last weekend, the biggest beer drinking holiday of the calendar. So
Is this a
hopefully
fact?
all,
Is this a fact, or did you
It's
just
a
make
good
that up?
guess. I mean,
it's definitely a fact. Come on. What other holiday would you drink more beer
October.
than on July 4th?
Yeah, Oktoberfest
Not a real holiday.
or St. Patrick's Day or
St. Patrick's Day is
or Cinco de
definitely-
Mayo or
St. Patrick's Day is the right answer.
Anyways, I enjoyed some Breck Brew this past weekend. Hope you guys did too. Pick up some Mile High City Copper Lager at Davidson's Liquor. They have curbside pickup and delivery. Also, make sure to pick up the 15-can sampler from Breck Brew, the Jokic pack.
That's right, the Jokic pack. That is what they're calling it.
I've heard. Also, guys, we had a WGT tournament this past weekend, the
let's
4th
move
of
on.
July.
Keep going.
Like I guaranteed on this show on Friday, I told you guys I would finish top 10. When I make a guarantee,
Man, this is
it always comes through.
Listen,
I finished ninth.
This is not only on us in the show here. This is on everybody listening, everybody within the sound of our voice. You let Harrison sneak into that top 10 and deliver that guarantee. Now he's going to be insufferable for the rest of his life. Insufferable.
Probably just like for the rest of the show. But yeah, if you guys want to get in on our next tournament next weekend, download WGT from DNVRGolf.com. Search for the DNVR2 Clubhouse. That's how you can be entered into all our tournaments. Try to take us all down next weekend.
Okay, alrighty. Nothing else? That's it?
Okay, yes, that is it.
I can't believe you got that top 10. I'm still burned about that. It's my fault. It's my fault.
I can't tweet out a winner graphic, A, because I don't want Win to get that satisfaction.
Yeah, I saw how that graphic actually never went out.
And B, because someone snuck a really clever name in and they're in the top 10 and I really can't tweet it out. So. But shouts to that person. That was pretty funny.
You should blur it out, like pixelated blur.
Yeah. We can't mention it, but congratulations to you, Dick and Balls.
Well played.
Shout out to you.
Shout out to you. All right, so guys, big story today in sports. Not necessarily NBA, but in sports. Patrick Mahomes, the Mahomie, just signed a deal. 10 years, $450
This is your
million.
question?
This is my question. Well, I'm going to bring it back because you got to feel so good when the player that's your franchise player, you get to sign him to a 10-year deal. So my question is, would you sign Jokic to a 10-year max if the NBA would allow it?
Absolutely.
Absolutely.
No questions asked. 10-year max?
Yes.
I know.
Make it a 20-year max.
No questions asked.
All right,
20-year.
Honest question. What's the most years you would guarantee a max for Nikola Jokic to stay in Denver?
8.
Probably 10.
10.
Yeah,
So 10
probably
is the limit. We found. So you guys thought it was a ridiculous question, but it turns out it's actually the top.
I know. Can we just say, like, until you retire, we own you?
So in 10 years, he'll be 35, right?
Yeah, 35, 36. Yeah.
I mean, how many max players in the league are there that are 35 and older?
Yeah.
Listen, I'll tell you what. I'd rather hang on to Jokic too long than lose him early.
So
you know what I mean? Like if I had to choose,
without question.
Let me.
This is the same thing.
The...
This is like that. This is like that thing when you have a dominant player like Von Miller, and you have to pay them a lot of money because you couldn't even stomach the idea of them going elsewhere. But now, like, as the deal starts to wind down, you're like, we're paying too much for Von Miller. But like, you had no choice. Like, you can't watch Von Miller or Nikola Jokic go represent another city. Can't happen.
Yeah, imagine how sick you would feel if you had to watch Nikola Jokic in another uniform. Like, it's just so unimaginable.
I already want to die.
Seems so
just even you
This
mention
is
it.
a downer, guys, of a Monday. I mean, come on.
To make it a little
You
happier.
brought this evil in here, dude. You started off with a
It was a positive. I framed it as a positive. How many
No, you
years
did.
would
You started
sign
with
him to
a Patrick Mahomes question. How's that positive?
Well, that was the jumping off point to talk about our guy Yoke. I'm with you guys. I would probably 11 and 12 years. I would say, all right, till he's 37, 38. And you know what? Maybe those last 4 are bad, but you're locked up. You know that you're going to get at least a full decade, and who knows where I'll be in a decade. I mean,
you at least got to watch some beautiful basketball for the next.
Look at this comment. Jokic will retire a Nugget, although
that's
what is that? That could mean in like 2 years.
Yeah, it doesn't.
No, but I agree with that take. I honestly think he's more likely to call it quits before he starts over in another NBA city.
I do too.
I do too. I think he likes Denver. I think he'll be. I mean, who knows how things sour or whatever. Sometimes things go sideways. But no, I'm with you. I think he's going to be our guy. He's going to be our guy in Denver. I also choose.
We need our guy.
It's funny. Like, I think he really likes Denver, and the organization has done a lot to really make him like the city and stuff, and just feel comfortable here. I also feel like there's a chance if like things went right, he would like a lot of other cities as well. You know, just like if he just like got drafted there, got comfortable there, came up there, put down his roots.
Yeah.
But
we were just lucky in Denver.
Exactly. But I think if he's comfortable and he's safe in a space, he strikes me as the kind of guy who would stick around.
Totally agree.
For sure. And exactly. He totally seems like wherever you put him down, he just would sprout. Exactly. That could be like Nikola Jokic is really a Southern California guy. He's always been like, It's like really.
He
There's
grew up
horses
watching
everywhere.
Kobe and Shaq.
The climate in Southern California, not too dissimilar, I don't think, to Serbia, so maybe. I guess you can make it. You know what? I think the best take that has come out of this podcast in the history of the podcast is that we really need somebody to help Jokic get ingrained in horse culture in Colorado.
Yeah,
that was
absolutely.
the best take. Like
Horse
we
culture.
He needs.
How do we
need
do
him to
that?
have horses
So, yes.
here in Colorado.
So
If he has a
Denver,
Serbia
Denver
horse, it's
has
Colorado house.
Denver has a horse track, the
have
Strombo
horse
Park,
community.
They
And-
got horse everything.
and you know it's probably it is bigger than the track in Serbia, but it's not like that much more glamorous than the track in Serbia. I don't think.
What,
We had
what
a
someone needs to
huge-
do is convince him to build his own, see the business opportunity, build the culture
Yeah.
from the ground up. Jokic can be horse culture in Colorado.
Yeah.
That's
Dude.
the pitch. If
Actually,
I'm-
let
They're
me
already-
let me
yeah.
take that back. It's probably a much more glamorous, but it's still compared to most horse tracks out there. It's nothing special. I think he would. I think he'd enjoy it.
Well, Nemanja tells us he doesn't care about the city. Trust me, and this is his way of comforting us that he won't leave, which is like both comforting
I
and
agree with that.
insulting.
I
But
agree.
I too also agree with it. I want him to love the city as much as I love it, but maybe it's just the loyalty.
We've never
portion
even
of
seen a
this.
picture of him outside of his apartment. Just the one grainy image of him walking through Wash Park. I don't know that he's ever actually interacted with the city. I'm not positive.
So
He's
guys,
not riding scooters through downtown.
we can move on to the next sort of topic on our slate here, which is that the Nuggets are arriving in Orlando tomorrow. I mean, they're scheduled to arrive in Orlando, where they will quarantine for 48 hours in their room by themselves. No sneaking into each other's rooms to play video games. You're in there, not
Late
doing
night
anything.
giggle fests. None of that.
And we were going to ask the question, if you got, I guess we have a graphic for this, I believe. I haven't seen it yet, but if you were to pack your bag for Orlando and you had to be locked up there for 3 months, we want to talk about what items you would bring to entertain yourself. Do we have the graphic, Kale? There it is. Look at that. Oh, so
Kale.
gorgeous.
When did Kale get
I
on
know.
this
Guy.
call?
It's called Guy Kale.
It's really
And he loves
unbelievable how you're
Adam
unable
has
to-
no
to
respect
pivot.
for our producers on this show. No respect.
Guy literally
I'm
has
legally
the.
changing my name at this point.
I didn't think Adam was going to be that kind of talent. The refuse to learn the producers.
You know,
Yeah.
Guy. I appreciate all the work that you do on this show. I just want you to know that.
Guy also has the easiest possible name to get to spit
Yeah,
out.
how do you
Like,
mess
it's like
that one up?
it's a name that you use in place of other people's names when you don't remember them.
That's
What's
that's
that
a
guy?
great point.
Guy.
That's a great point.
Kale.
Well, in my defense, I'm a horrible person. No, do you
Yeah,
guys
that's
know?
true.
Do you guys know how do your parents do this thing where they'll call you your brother's name and they'll
yeah.
always get it wrong?
Yeah.
See, that's when you become a parent. It just happens. Like I always call.
Yeah, that's your dog ruining this terrible take of yours. So
You were in the
okay,
middle
Adam's-
of a takeout.
I had an unexpected visitor arrive.
Is it your neighbor's
Really
kid
cut
again?
chaos. No, thank God.
Is it a wild animal?
Yeah, he does come around.
Is it a bird?
No, but seriously,
The-
guys, so
the
we're going to talk
bumpus
about it. And
sounds.
I'm going to be honest, I'm going to spoil this whole thing because we were supposed to make a list of like 10 items we would bring. And it dawned on me that I actually wouldn't bring anything except for my computer. Because nowadays, it's the only thing I do is I'm just online.
Would
or
you
doing
bring
something.
would
someone
you bring
doesn't
clothes or like a toothbrush or
Okay, all right, clothes, a toothbrush. But I'm being serious. Like, I don't play video games, so I don't need a console. Maybe like I would like try to paint or something. I don't know. Like I wouldn't.
No,
I don't know what I would. No, I probably wouldn't.
Adam brings an easel to
Coloring books?
I do have
Coloring
golf
books,
clubs that
maybe?
are just sitting here collecting dust. I've yet to take.
Well, there you
out,
go.
but
You would take
eventually,
your,
before too
your
long.
useless golf
Practice your
clubs.
swing. Yeah.
Harrison Wind, what's your packing style? I'm actually going on vacation tomorrow, so I'll be in and out of the show. But going
What's
on
your
vacation
packing
tomorrow, and I have yet to pack.
My packing stuff.
I
don't know.
What's wrong with this
Like,
question? It's so legitimate.
Fold,
I know what you mean, Adam.
then insert into a suitcase. I don't.
All
what do
right,
you
you know
mean?
what? You know what?
It's a
Wind,
5 out.
I know what you mean. I know what you mean.
free-flowing
Are
Eric,
you-
what kind of
like, do-
packer are you for a trip?
I am a last minute
Exactly.
hair on fire.
Yeah.
I do a quick count. How many days am I going to be gone? 1, 2, 3, 4. Do it with that with underwear. Bop, bop,
Yep,
bop,
boom,
bop.
boom, boom,
Do the
boom.
same
Yep,
thing with
exactly.
socks. Bop, 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 bop.
Tuesday,
And then
Wednesday, Thursday,
and then
yeah.
I'm like, do I need to be around anyone? Is a caller required? Will I go out to dinner? And then I make all these really flash decisions that happen up to 1 hour before I actually leave for the airport. I'm a haphazard packing style. That is my packing.
You bring your Manscaped trimmer?
Dude,
That's a
that
great
was my.
point.
Oh my God!
on.
Spoiler alert! That was
I
number
was
one on my list.
Same. I've been sitting on that for 2 hours.
Unbelievable!
God.
Could you consider the fact, like, what if that
Balls
really
deep.
was? What if
These
that really
guys know
was
us too
number
well.
one? You just went on
It is.
You went on a trip with all your bros, and the first thing you packed was your manscape.
Comfort, bro. Comfort's important.
Oh my god.
No, to answer your question, Adam, I think I don't know. I think I'm a perfect packer. I bring the right amount of stuff.
Like
Bring the right amount of
Argentina.
clothes. You know,
Totally.
a couple pairs of shoes.
Sure.
Plan it out well. Yeah.
Sounds perfect.
I usually, if I'm gonna forget stuff, I leave it where I'm like coming back from instead of forgetting it when I'm packing.
Let's play already packed or not yet packed. Nikola Jokic.
Not yet.
Definitely no way he's packed.
I don't think he's already packed because he packed to go and never unpacked from Serbia. He just has the same.
He just has like
satchel.
he has a go bag ready all the time.
It's 6 different colors of sweats. Actually, like 2 different colors of sweats. Michael Malone.
Oh, packed. He's been packed for
He's
weeks.
packed.
Oh my god! Are you
His
kidding?
stuff might actually already be in Orlando. He might have shipped it there ahead of time.
And that's the extent of this game.
Put it in the hall.
What a hell of a game!
Oh, I do like this one. Yeah, Ish Smith. This is a great quote. I went to CVS and bought 2 of everything. I feel like Noah's Ark.
Like okay, I don't think you need to bring like. I assume they'll have shampoo and like soap and
Well, can I?
toothpaste.
Some
I
people
told you
don't
guys,
want
I told you
to
this a
just
long time
run to
ago.
the
You
mills.
might have forgot, but you know the weirdest thing about me? I never use the same shampoo twice.
Yeah, I didn't hang on to that one, Adam. I didn't file that away.
Although the shampoo and conditioner at hotels usually does suck.
Yeah, it's
So
terrible. These guys are
it
not.
probably
going
is a good idea to bring your own.
Yeah, they're not using surplus.
Even at a place like the Grandestino, it probably still sucks.
Hold on, that's a foundational trait of who you are, Adam?
This
Is
is
that
a
your
foundational
refusal to
trait.
use
It is
a
100%
shampoo more than
foundational.
once?
This is 100%. It's the same with deodorant. I don't like to like if you have a deodorant,
What?
even if it was great, you try a new one the next time.
That's
What?
weird.
You just
I know.
Wait,
What?
Wait, what?
This is the
Same with
worst.
Is there, like, a
shampoo. You have
guiding
shampoo,
principle
You
in
have a
there,
cycle
or-
through it, and then you move on. And I think it's a cool way to go.
I will say in Adam's defense, there is a scientific, your body builds up an immunity to a certain...
Oh, get out of here, guy.
Yes, I'm serious. We're gonna switch them up.
Guy,
Damn.
Don't-
Guy,
I don't know. I've been using Old Spice Fiji for like 10 years. Nobody's
I'm an Old
ever
Spice
said anything.
guy.
Old Spice fresh for me. I'm a very.
Take that L on the way out.
Yes, guys just brought science in this to defend.
Are we
me,
sure
so-
that guy's not just like a producer for the Joe Rogan podcast? Like, who is this guy?
Yeah, I love that. Was a great pool that you just had that fact up there.
Yeah, right.
Incredible.
Guy
He's like,
obviously-
actually, I was just reading about this. So
Adam, this is the worst thing I've ever learned about you, and I
No
know
way.
already so
No
many
way.
things about
No
you.
way.
This is
Yeah.
insane.
I love
You
variety.
pick and stick. You
I love
pick and
variety.
stick.
Even toothpaste,
The
like whatever it
deodorant's
is,
not
just
for
try to
you;
get-
it's for everyone else. And
It's
then
variety, man. It's like eating the same meal every day. You would get so sick of it after a while.
I do
Same
that
with the
too.
yeah, what?
Are we
Oh
going
my
to talk
God.
about what we're packing in the bubble?
you tell me. You're the host.
All right, but what do you think? What are you packing if you're going on a trip like this? What would you
I
bring
like this
dinner?
comment. I agree. Well, dude, I was so ready for this Manscaped joke. I don't even think I wrote a second
Loyal
thing
to the
on my
brand.
list.
That's what that's called.
Yeah. My PlayStation, dude. My PlayStation.
That's it.
Yeah.
See, that's what I mean. Like nowadays, you don't need things. You just have like the one thing, and it's got everything on it.
Might bring one of my books. I don't know if you guys see. I have a bookcase.
Oh wow,
Oh.
yeah, that's that right.
Yeah. So there's some books
What,
there.
what are some of your favorite words that you've read in each one of those books?
Gratuitous.
Not-
Just learned that.
Oh,
one.
that sounds
It's
pretty good.
All right.
Well, I'll tell you what I would bring. I would
Go.
bring my Nintendo Switch because that's
Nice.
just a good time. You could have a little party with that. Play Nintendo, play Mario Kart with everyone after the 2-day quarantine
Of
period is
course,
over. Of course,
naturally.
I'd probably bring a Snicker bar just for a little treat.
One
I'd probably
Snicker?
probably bring Mad Libs for once we opened up and we could all get together. Since we can't play ping pong
Mad
together,
Libs.
Hey, Lou.
Dude,
wanna
you are
play Mad
so
Libs?
old. I'm sorry.
No.
probably bring
The giant cat said to the funny farmer.
No, it would be it'd be like, it says here your balls will.
Thank you.
Like
Spank
I remember
you.
yeah.
All right, well, let's
Yeah,
get
good
out of
stuff.
this
This runs
disaster.
course.
I would bring hot Cheetos. Hot Cheetos for sure.
Hot Cheetos.
Hot Cheetos, not bad. Let's go to our second read. When we come back, we maybe
Excellent
we'll
segment.
Look around
Excellent
online.
segment.
It was an excellent segment. It's an all-timer, Hall of Fame segment.
You guys will also actually, you will need to bring a toothbrush to the bubble. Maybe you have an electric toothbrush.
Ooh, I like an electric.
Maybe you have a Sonic Care toothbrush.
Yeah.
Giggling
Oh
is
man,
in full
you guys
effect.
can get a free Sonicare toothbrush if you schedule a cleaning, X-ray, and exam.
Just do
at
it.
Green Mountain Dental Group.
Just
That's
do
all
it.
you gotta do.
It'll
Just
change
give
your
them a call.
life.
Give them a call. Schedule that cleaning, X-ray, and exam. Like I have, you guys have probably been putting off going to the dentist for years. Hopefully not.
last
Nice.
but-
Relatable.
Don't put
read
that on
there,
them.
So that was good.
They're just looking to change the dentist. They go to the dentist, our people.
Yeah, but choose Green Mountain Dental Group. Just get it done. Schedule a cleaning, X-ray, and exam, and you will get a free Sonicare toothbrush today. Oh, another thing I'll be bringing to the bubble: Strava Craft Coffee K-Cups.
There you go.
How about that?
Yeah.
There you
I
go.
guarantee
definitely
you
has it.
has Keurigs at Gran Destino for sure.
Right. You don't want to drink that shitty Keurig coffee. You want to be drinking Strava Craft coffee.
That's right. That's right.
Yeah. You can get it, like I said, in K-Cups through the Keurig. Get it whole bean. You can get it ground, and you can also get it for 20% off when you use the code DNVR20.
Nice.
Gotta do it online, StravaCraftCoffee.com. Of course, Strava Craft Coffee has CBD. If you've got back pain, like I do sometimes, if you have neck pain, it can help out with that. It can also help you out if you just got some anxiety going on these days. It relaxes you, it calms you down. So get Strava Craft Coffee for 20% off when you use the code DNVR20 at StravaCraftCoffee.com.
Yeah.
Might bring that beauty. See that? You guys see that back there?
Is that your guitar?
That's right. Might
Wow.
bring that beauty.
Do you know how to
to
play it?
Gran Destino.
Nice.
What do you think the alcohol situation is like for the players at the hotels?
A
Can they
lot.
just order it up to their room, or what are we doing here?
Yes.
Yeah, I mean,
Yeah?
of course. What do you mean? You think the NBA
Over those
is like
2
that'll
days?
be,
Absolutely.
no alcohol at the Gran Destino.
No, but I mean, is this being charged to the team? Like, is it an open?
these
Is
are
it
the
an open
questions.
tab here?
Or just like
are the
if
questions.
one player orders like 10 bottles of Grey Goose to his room, is that going to get out?
Which player ordered porn to Mike Brown's room? Was that
this a
on
true
the Warriors
story?
or the Cavs? Yeah, they're in a hotel. It was some backup
Seems
center.
like J.R. Smith.
Yeah, he just ordered. He just billed it to Mike Brown's room as a prank.
This sounds exactly like I would say if I was Mike Brown and I ordered porn.
Yeah, that's
I
true.
know, you're like,
Oh,
It was Jordan
Willie.
Bell. It was Jordan Bell, right?
It was Jordan Bell.
Yeah.
That's very
Oh,
believable.
jeez.
Thank
Well,
you.
okay, there you go. All right, guys. So I think one of the things I really.
Oh, God.
Oh my God!
You had me with that one too.
Oh,
Yeah,
boy.
me
This
too.
was going to be interesting.
I guess I was gonna tell a story, but I guess we're going online with D-line.
boy.
Oh, something else that I'd bring to the bubble: a wine aerator, for sure. A wine aerator.
God, that is
wine
a peak
aerator.
Harrison
Fancy,
win.
man. Unbelievable.
Yeah,
That's actually peak LeBron James. That's what he's bringing to the
yeah. I'm
I
just
often just
looking
want
out
to
for the
hang out
players. If any players are listening, pack the wine aerator.
They're not.
Well, I agree with everything you just said, but guys, I don't know if you've been spending much of your time online these days, like I have.
I have, yeah.
But I like to spend some of my time online, and every now and again, I find things of interest. I like to bring it back to you and to our viewers. So
Wow, this is long intro. Yeah.
let's
I already introduced the segment. I don't know where this is.
let's see what's going on online these days, you guys. So just a little hype gif here to get us pumped, get us ready. This is maybe my favorite moment for the Denver Nuggets.
This is honestly a top 10 moment.
This is Skinny Jokic
Skinny
backing
Jokic.
down the best player in the league.
Oh,
That's a
best
mismatch
player.
for us.
Get out of here
Right
with these
there.
takes that Skinny Jokic isn't going to be the same. Get out of here.
let's
Get
watch it one more time.
all the way out of here.
Oh my God, it is so. I love this move too. Oh God.
Oh,
I could
transitive
relive this
property
moment over and
that makes
over and
him the
over
best
again.
player.
That's
God,
honestly
that was
that
incredible.
that was the closest. I tweeted this out. That was literally the closest I've ever come out to passing out at Pepsi Center because I stood up and I screamed.
Yeah.
And there were people there were like Cleveland fans all around me, and I was like, "He can't stop him! He can't stop him!" And then I myself stopped myself. I
just see the colored
dude,
dots in your
yeah.
eyes.
I remember what it was like in the arena. Also, like there was just kind of like a hushed silence, and then you could just like feel the anticipation growing, and like
I know.
there was this murmur in the crowd when he got it, and
Oh my
like
God,
LeBron
that
was
is-
guarding him, and it just got louder and louder and louder, and then he went to that move and just sunk it, and it was like,
Sports are
wow,
so great.
this is a big moment. This is a
I'm
big
gonna
moment.
appreciate them like 1,000 times more when they return. Like this is just like making me
I
happy
know.
just thinking about it.
Do
Oh,
you guys remember basketball?
I do.
That
I
was
do
sick.
remember it. It was so good.
here's
sometimes.
here's another one to get you hyped.
Oh
Have you
my
seen
God,
this?
I'm so with it.
Bowl.
Play it again. Look at this. Do you guys recall a week ago when Vince Carter retired? I called that very dunk the greatest dunk contest dunk of all time, and here's a guy 7'3" doing it.
You know what's funny is that he's jumping like one half the
Yeah, I
amount.
think
that
I can
Vince
jump
Carter
higher
had
than
to
that, actually.
This is also just like Bull walking out of bed and just throwing this dunk down, I can guarantee you.
You guys, what
He
kind of
is like-
timeline is it if Bull is like, as just the second, third, or first best player on the entire team? Like, what, this is at least on
Dude,
the
it doesn't
table.
seem that far fetched, does it? Like
know.
the
If,
a little- it's a little hard.
if he can
I mean,
stay
well, you
healthy
did
and if he can get on the floor, man, like, he's a player.
you did
He's
the
a
film
player.
breakdown of him, Adam. Though, what would you say his weaknesses are that you saw in the G League?
His weaknesses are actual weakness. That's the number one sort of
Nice.
Physical weakness.
Nice.
I mean, big guy's really his motor, but I don't hold the motor against him just because of like if you had to take all that time off and then get back in, whatever. But yeah, it's just gonna be strength, man. Like you have to think about a Derek Favors. If Derek Favors just like backs him under the basket and then dunks, it's he's got to be able to
Yeah.
defend against that. But
Yeah, Julius Randle's going right through that man.
yeah, but I'm telling you, the natural. No, it's not natural, but the stuff he does just getting out of bed is just so off the charts that it's like, man, if he can come in, shoot 40% from three, block 4 shots a game, 3 shots a game, whatever. It doesn't matter if he gets dunked on by just Darius Thornwell every now and then.
So, what else going on?
Oh,
That was a great clip. Oh,
This
yeah,
is so weird to me. This I don't really understand the point of having everybody's floors down there. I guess
I'm with
everyone
you.
needs their own like practice facility.
So
essentially,
teams know what court to go to. Oh, we go to that court. Okay.
just put a sticker on a giant Post-it note on it.
But so like I don't understand. Are they cycling these courts out? Are there enough areas around the Disney World complex that every one of these like teams has their own court laid
Yeah, I
out
can't
that they
imagine they're
practice on?
cycling them out. I would have to think.
No part of this makes sense to me.
Well, they don't have enough courts to have one for everyone. They are They have to be cycling them out.
For practice, these are practice courts. They're
but
cycling
these
these
are
out for practice. That seems absurd.
Do they have 30 practice courts
22
or 22?
space for 22. I mean, if
Do
they're
they have
lining them up
space for
like
22?
they're lining them up like this, maybe.
Yeah. The Magic has
22
2
though.
courts
Think of
there.
22 basketball.
I don't know.
courts?
It's like I see stuff like this from the league, and then I see on Twitter that like if guys don't fly down with their team this week, they have to fly commercial. It's like, yeah, or like they have to pay for their own. Like it's like, what are we doing?
WNBA flew commercial to their bubble. It's a little ridiculous.
Here's another thing. So Harrison, who said this was junk science, was BS. We'd never heard of it before. Here is Serge Ibaka displaying the magical COVID-19 ring. Apparently, these are actually happening. They are going to be used. Kyle Kuzma suggests they're a tracking device.
Because Kuzma's been on one, guys. I thought I couldn't like Kuzma less until the last 3 weeks, where I just like him so much less than before.
He tweeted that from his iPhone, by the way.
Yeah, that's right. He did. He said from iPhone.
But this is
all
crazy. I don't know. You think you would hear about these penetrating real life? Although there's not. Maybe healthcare workers need these, but I don't know.
There's a reason that they're not all wearing them, though. I think Wind was right the first time.
I found this really tickled me here. So a guy put out a tribute shirt to Kobe Bryant, right? And this is, I guess, the style he works at, right? So this was the
Wow, this is dark.
and people were like, "Oh, I don't know, that's a little tasteless." Like,
Yeah, man.
so he fixed it. He
Next
went,
one. I'm
nose.
uncomfortable.
Yeah.
I'm already.
so he went back in.
uncomfortable.
He's like, "I've decided to redo it. It's a little distasteful." So here it is.
This is what he came up with the next time.
This is
Well,
But this one says at the bottom, it says, "In loving memory of Kobe Bryant," and he's not engulfed in flame.
I feel so uncomfortable right now.
Jeez.
I feel so uncomfortable right now. Next,
You don't want this one?
Yeah.
Okay,
That's
cool.
what happens when you let Eric.
I know. I'm
surf
glad
the
that you brought
internet.
this to my attention because it is like absurd, but in a way that I'm uncomfortable.
Well, what about this? As far as shirts are concerned, what do you think about this? No wonder this one was on on sale on the clearance. Best year yet. The shirt available.
Yeah, that one's great.
All right, just one last question here. One last question. So, our own Ali Monroy posed a question that set the internet ablaze. So she's in shock. Ryan Coningsberg just said Dunkin' Donuts are on the same level as grocery store donuts. There were a lot of comments. There were a lot of feelings back and forth. Adam, I saw, was sympathetic to the side of grocery store donuts. Big fan of King Soopers donuts.
Not just any grocery store. King Soopers, the GOAT grocery store.
Yeah. What? As someone from the East Coast, vote. You need to weigh in on this, please.
Well, so before we even get into what I think, in Allie's defense, like if you were on the Northeast and you suggested that grocery store donuts are superior, you might get stoned, like in the public square, especially in Boston. That's not gonna fly. But I will say this:
like that.
I will say this: the Dunkin' Donut experience. If you get a nice drink or whatever, I like the iced coffees there a lot.
Dude,
it's nice.
Look at my people in the comments.
But the donuts themselves,
that's how you know you're a true Coloradan.
Listen, like I understand, like not standing up for Dunkin' Donuts, but standing definitively for King Soopers donuts.
Dude, my King Soopers got a full sushi bar. They sell furniture. It's like incredible in there.
I feel like I grew up at King Soopers. Like I grew up at King Soopers. I feel like. No, but vote. What do you think about this? Because I kind of agree with it. I saw Allie was tweeting this too. That Dunkin' Donuts on the East Coast just taste a little better than Dunkin' Donuts everywhere else. I feel like she's onto something.
I agree with that.
It's like when I think it's like when you have In-N-Out in California versus everywhere else.
So dumb. I'm kidding. You guys are doing this just to piss me off. I can tell. Guy, I have one online with Adam.
With M-Line.
Do you have the? Yeah, it doesn't work. Do you have the tweet I sent you with Michael Jordan about Michael Jordan? Pull that one up if you have it there, producer. Because producer Guy, did I call him Killigan? Jesus.
You wanted to.
I almost did.
Very close.
Let me just read this to you guys. This is a Hornets player. He says, I didn't even note that they won 3 straight championships 2 times. I'm just being honest.
Player?
To do things like this, you have to be super special. Somebody playing for Michael Jordan's team did not know that he had 2 3-peats. This is only 20 years ago, guys.
I'm going to go with Malik Monk.
Probably. Yeah.
That's my bet here.
Is this a foreign player?
I don't care who it is. Like, we're talking about Michael Jordan here. We're talking about Michael Jordan, arguably the most famous athlete to have ever lived, and you didn't know his actual defining trait and accomplishments. Vote, tell me, am I just getting old, or is this how it is, man? Glory fades.
No, glory does fade, but that's the rough look for this Hornets player. I mean, you got to know.
This Hornets player will not be on the Hornets next year.
Oh, you know who probably was? Willie Hernan Gomez.
No, it could have been. Oh my God!
No, man. I actually wonder if the international guys are more aware than the America-born guys.
Yeah.
No, man.
I honestly just can't fathom somebody playing for Michael Jordan's team and not knowing that one fact. I figure like it would be the.
I mean, in their defense,
it's definitely
Michael's not around a lot.
Maybe it's Terry Rozier. I don't know. I can't get to the bottom of this. This is troubling.
This is really troubling. I just found that to be the craziest stat ever. Well, nobody in for the steps today, guys. So I guess
no one for the steps.
No one in for the steps.
Can we talk about Magic Johnson?
What did you do?
Guy has the tweet if he wants to pull it up.
This is news to me.
Expert producer Guy. I sent him the tweet in the Slack, so it should be pulling it up.
Oh, he's totally got it. Yeah, he's got it.
I didn't give him any.
He does not appear to be moving.
Here it is. Magic Johnson admits that he has someone else send his tweets.
Oh.
All right, so let's back it up to what Magic Johnson quit so that he could tweet more. But he doesn't send his own tweets. What is going on? Also, I agree with Harrison. That is a dream job. And not just a dream job. I mean, imagine being the person that gets to sit there and think those up, man. Oh. Truly incredible. Truly incredible.
That's like my job, but just for Michael.
Do you think that Magic Johnson gives like really eloquent speeches and his speechwriters like, hold on, let me simplify this. The Lakers played great, and if they keep doing that, they can keep winning.
Like, what is the process? I just want to know what the process is. Does he text somebody what he wants them to tweet? Does he dictate it verbally? Like, what is the process here? Does that person have to be like in the same room as Magic? What is the process?
He might be the easiest person though to like copy the voice of, you know?
Yeah.
Like, if he just had somebody else send him, be like, "Oh, this is the easiest job ever." He'd just make obvious statements. Well, it's a good thing. Is there more you have for this, Harrison? Or you look so disgusted?
No, I'm just actually I'm not that surprised. Are we that surprised by this?
I'm a little bummed out. These tweets were a big highlight of my timeline and my basketball season. I couldn't tell if it was just a true lack of self-awareness of any kind or an elite troll job. And I feel lied to on several levels.
Yeah, it just turns out it's just like poor hiring process. Like you just got the wrong guy. Like just got an intern involved.
It's true. Guys, it's a good thing you brought this up, though, because while we were waiting, somebody did hop in for the steps. And
let's
it
go.
is, I think, long-time listener, first-time caller, I believe. Let's bring him on in, guy. We've got V8 Tiger Josh.
No way.
Hey.
What's
Our
going on,
homie.
brother?
Hey guys, thanks for having me on. Sorry, my technical knowledge wasn't very good. I didn't click enter the thing.
Kick him out.
Didn't know what I was
Get him
doing.
out of here already.
Are you enabling or disabling audio processing? That's really the only thing that
Donate
That's an inside joke
That's
for
such
us.
an inside joke that nobody will get but the four of us. All right, Josh, so where are you calling in from?
I'm in Sydney, Australia.
Oh, okay.
Same.
I love our
Yeah.
Aussie brothers.
Can you talk some shit about Melbourne for us? Because we have a lot
Yes,
of...
absolutely, I can. That's my
Let's
favorite
hear
thing. I
it.
love talking shit about Melbourne.
I've been waiting my whole life for this.
Is there a
So,
rivalry? Is there a Melbourne-Sydney rivalry?
Oh, huge. So, Sydney, the northern states, so Sydney, New South Wales and Queensland, we're like the rugby states, so we all watch rugby league, whereas the southern states, like Victoria and then out west, South Australia, Western Australia, they like Aussie rules football, so you've probably seen the banter
In our
between
mentions?
myself.
Yeah, I've seen it.
just the spamming you mentions, that rivalry. So that'd be the main rivalry. In terms of our football codes, we always argue which one's better. Obviously us up north play rugby, whereas AFL, the Southerners.
Is it kind of like a Boston, New York thing where it almost transcends the sports and there's just a general beef, you know what I mean, between the people of the cities?
No, it's probably just more as we avoid each other. We just, I don't know. It's just they think their sport's better and they think Melbourne is the great city of Australia. But whenever you watch a movie like Independence Day or something, it's always the Harbour Bridge that's on TV. It's not
That's so true.
the Brass Lake in the middle of Melbourne.
It's the only
very
landmark I can really name.
And the
or
Opera
can,
House next door.
recognize.
Yeah.
Yeah, so there you go.
If I know Sydney, we're
Suck on that, Melbourne.
I
Yeah.
love this. You know, let's start a little fight between our Australians.
Yeah.
I like this.
it's kind of kicking Victoria down at the moment. They're the only state left in the country that's in lockdown. They're about to go back into lockdown, whereas the rest of us, we're back to normal life. We're back watching. I was at the rugby league on the weekend. Watching that, we're back to normal. Cinemas open, gyms are open, pubs are open. We're back to normal. Victoria going back in.
Well,
I feel like
Is
you're rubbing
they,
this
uh,
We,
I feel like
us
you're
here in
rubbing this
America,
in
we
our
just suck
faces.
all around. So
Yeah, this feels rough.
Seeing on the news what's going on over there, it's heartbreaking. But yeah, we're back. We've been back to normal in every state but Victoria. We're back to normal life. It have been for about a month. So
give us a couple
We're
years,
sweet.
we'll be there as well.
I would say I would love to come and join you, but we're not allowed to.
Yeah, we're not allowed anymore. So.
yeah.
All right. Well, are you ready to climb the steps? I mean, this is our questions. I think today are somewhat medium, I would say.
If I get the stickers, I'll be happy.
If you get the
Let's
stickers,
go.
you'll be happy. All right,
Yeah.
Wind, make the stickers extremely difficult. Let's line them up. Let's do this.
All right, question number 1. Bit of an odd question to start things off.
Wow, it's always good to hear.
Snow White had how many dwarfs? On the
7.
subject of Disney World.
You got it.
That did come so far out of left field.
It is
Yeah,
7.
he
That's
got it.
correct.
So- let's
He
move
got
on.
it. It is
Famous
7.
demo.
Way to go! You know your
It is
basketball.
7. It is 7.
You know your Nuggets basketball.
Okay.
We told you we were stretching tonight.
Question number 2, entering into the basketball portion of this trivia. What Denver Nuggets player is currently not in the country?
I want to say Nikola Jokic.
You got it. It is
Yeah.
Nikola
Oh, man, you
Jokic.
should have given him a chance to doubt himself, man. He
Yeah.
was about to talk
I
himself
just
out
realized
of it.
vote has to be his helper this time. I was helper last time. It saddled me with guilt.
Okay, sure.
All right, question number 3, Josh. How many teams are heading to the Disney World bubble this week?
Ooh, it's a great question.
How many teams?
A great number 3.
Obviously, it's the two. So there's 2 8 playoff teams. 2 times 8, that's 16.
Oh, wow.
And then there was a few extras.
It's good math. That's right.
Well, it's good math that it gets him to 16, but then he has no other.
I want to say 20. It's around 21 or 22 votes on his head. But I said 2 answers. Was he not anyone?
It's tough, man. Like I feel like.
Am I allowed to help him?
Yeah, you can
You know
tell
what? I
him,
don't know. It's
remember?
kind of a catch-22. A vote helps him though. Like
22.
Adams helps.
Shameless.
He got
so
it.
subtle.
It is
They're so
22.
subtle.
It is 22. Got it.
All right.
All right, question number 4. What team currently has the best record in the league?
Milwaukee?
Final answer?
Yes.
It is the Milwaukee Bucks, also number 1 on the ESPN Power Rankings.
Wow.
Let's circle back and hit that again.
All right, question number 5. What former Nugget was just signed by the Lakers?
I only just woke up. I'm assuming it was J.R. Smith. Is that right? Right? Yeah, J.R. Smith.
He got it. 5 for 5.
Wow.
Secured the sticker pack.
So you kind of hinted at it. Is that all you want? The sticker pack?
Are you guys paying for postage or?
Yeah, when's the next time
Yeah.
you're coming to Denver?
My wife's 6 months pregnant, so probably not for. And you guys probably don't.
What if there was
allow
a sticker
tourists for a
pack
while.
involved? Would that change? And would you then fly into a hotbed of viral activity if there was a sticker pack waiting at the end?
Why are you coming to the
Very
States
tempting.
right now? Well, there's the sticker pack.
It's worth missing the birth of my firstborn. I'll do it.
Yeah, I would say so. I would say so.
Yeah.
They're great
And
stickers.
the rules
dude.
are the rules of the game. You can take the sticker pack. We'll ship it down there.
No pressure. Yeah, I'll take the sticker pack. I want to put it on my.
I love it. I love it.
I just want to say, Eric, I love you and how you're my spirit animal when it comes to just being absolutely biased towards your own team and basically live or die. Like I have like so many Nuggets jerseys, and I see people wearing other jerseys. I can never have another jersey
Anger.
on my back. It's just
No.
like and anyone. Yeah.
You can never hop on a Zoom with the head coach of the Denver Nuggets wearing a Timberwolves shirt, for example.
Oh my gosh!
Yeah.
Get over yourself.
Wow, dude, you
broke
threw
my
him
heart.
so hard under
Buddy.
the bus.
That's an old shirt. It's a celebration of the entire NBA.
You're my man. You're my man.
I will be honest though, I do have a Portland one again that I bought like 7-8 years ago. Never wear that one. That one's not even to bed or anything. That's that one.
Even if it's like a Patty Mills, or I did wear an Andrew Bogut jersey in Miami when I went and watched him play for the Bucks
Understandable.
back then. That's the one time I've ever not worn a non-Nuggets
all right.
jersey
Okay.
in my life. Supporting the Aussie.
Would you
That
like
is
it if
bad.
Denver got Ben Simmons? I mean, would that be like would that be great?
Well, it means we probably lose Jamal Murray, and he's my favorite, probably my favorite Nugget.
Look at this.
Wow.
I don't know.
Blood
and
is thicker than country.
And it also
And the
means
blood
there'd
is the
be a lot of
Nuggets.
bandwagon Aussies, so they jump on the Nuggets. I like being, what do you call it, a flyover city team fan.
Yeah, yeah.
And
Sure, yeah.
whereas people over here, it's either Lakers, Bulls, Philly now. So I don't know if I'd like all the Aussie bandwagons on it. I like us having a little clique of Aussie
That's
Nuggets
what's up.
fans.
You guys
We
know
feel
I
the
love
same way
Josh.
in Denver.
This is a great
Yeah.
stuff,
Josh is the
man.
best, dude. He's the
The
best.
absolute best.
Except
Brody got
that
Kale.
I do
With
have to
that-
pay for the shipping out of pocket, so that comes out of my. That's all right, though. I still like it.
Should have
Real
made
quick,
question
Josh.
5
VA
harder.
Tiger. Does that make you a Richmond Tigers fan?
No, we had this discussion already. Richmond Tigers are Aussie rules, so they're Melbourne. I'm a West Tigers fan. I actually have a podcast, the West Tigers
Come on,
podcast.
guy.
So they're
Oh,
my
very
favorite.
good.
Yes.
Nice
So
plug.
close. I saw VA Tiger.
Yeah, plug
man.
that. Plug
I had
that.
to
Yeah,
ask.
VAC. I love cars. I was a motor racing journalist
Oh wow.
as well. But West Tigers, which are the rugby league team, not Richmond Tigers. Yeah,
I rode some dirt bikes this last weekend, guys. So I'm also in the know.
yeah. I'm more into four wheels. Yeah.
Oh,
that's
okay,
really-
well.
I want to go to a NASCAR race one day.
Four on the
That's
floor,
thing.
baby.
I tried to have a moment there with you, Josh. It didn't work. We need a Nuggets player to be from Australia, man. I mean, I just feel like we got
Torrey
the
Craig
Serbians.
is
Corey's our closest. Yeah, we
Yeah, I
kind of
guess he discounts.
I feel like
You know
Patty Mills could be on the Nuggets in like 2 years. I could see that.
Where's
Over-
PJ
over
Composure
Composure,
going, bro?
yeah.
Come on, PJ Composure's here to stay. He's here for the long haul. Guys, thanks for helping us get through this Monday edition of the show. We're done with Monday, guys. It's only uphill from here. Can't wait. Nuggets arrive in Orlando tomorrow, allegedly. Maybe there'll be some news around that. We'll see. Should be a fun week. We'll be here for it the whole time.
Bye, guys.
Bye, everybody.
Thanks for having us, guys. Bloody love yous.
Stay on
Take
for
care,
a
brother.
second,
Nice to
Josh.
see you.
Okay.
God damn it.
Was that Adam or the?